Hey there, folks, and welcome back to another episode of our venture in the visual novel If My Heart Had Wings, Flight Diary. In the last episode, the Soaring Club, along with Isuka, Amane, and even Tatsuya, I think he was there, but he's probably just sitting in the background. They are all getting acquainted, all getting the back history, particularly Isuka, regarding the Soaring Club's challenges, and also sharing the backstories of how everyone was impacted by the glider, leading them all to come together in the group that they're currently in. To which one of the names that pretty much is a block words these days that will probably send everyone in an absolute internal rage is Mr. Tobioka. And Isuka was asking as to what were the possible challenges that was possibly going to separate the Soaring Club. So let's see if the team actually talks a bit more about Mr. Tobioka's discrepancy with the Soaring Club. So with that, let's transition over and begin. And here we go. After Amane left the club, some teachers had wanted to close the Soaring Club. To prevent them from demolishing the garage, there had been an incident where we had barricaded ourselves inside. It had been a rash decision, but we had been able to protect such an important location to us.
そこから再出発してもう一度ソアリング部を復活させたの。朝ちゃんと夜ちゃんが仲間になって。
Amane had come back as a lecturer, so we had made her the club advisor.
みんなであの機体を作ったんです。今度こそモーニンググローリーを飛ぶぞって。あの設計図の通り機体を改造しようとしてた時はバカだと思ったぞ。だから私たちはアマネちゃんの後輩なんだからバカなところもちゃんと受け継いでるの。
We all laughed at Kotori's joke. Isuka just stared at us. Huh? What's wrong?
いや、無茶するなって思って。
Oh, come on now. You're acting as if you're not.
アマネ並みにみんなバカだね。
That includes you too.
それで本当にモーニンググローリーまでたどり着いちゃうんだもん。それほどでも。いやー、頑張ったよね頑張りました。時にはバカになることも大事だって教えられました。
Well, how about that? Everyone was proud of that statement. It had been 1 week since we had flown the Morning Glory. We all felt like we were still in a dream.
でも嬉しいよ。後輩たちが夢を受け継いで叶えてくれたこと。ありがとうみんな。お礼を言いたいのはこっちの方よ。私もしいつかイスカさんに会えたら言おうと思ってたんです。私がグライダーと出会えたのはイスカさんのおかげだから。フライトログのこと？
Kotori nodded in acknowledgement.
イスカさんがあのノートを残していってくれたから私夢と出会っていろんな人と出会えて、本当にイスカさんは私の大恩人なの。僕も嬉しいよ。小鳥ちゃんみたいな子にあのノートを受け取ってもらえて。
Kotori blushed and looked pretty awkward at that moment. Isuka looked at Kotori with a little discomfort and seemed embarrassed. Later on that night.
ああ、懐かしい。僕が使ってた頃とあんまり変わってない。家具は備え付きのをそのまま使ってるから。
Once everyone was done talking in the dining room, Kotori showed her room to Isuka.
ハット用の出入り口もそのままだ。
Is it true that you made that, Isuka?
そうだよ。アマネに手伝ってもらったんだけど、おかげで歪んじゃった。
Didn't the landlord get upset with you? I asked the kind of question that a house mother would ask.
怒られた。けど許してくれたよ。おばあちゃん優しかったから。
I don't know about back then, but the old woman who was the owner probably took really good care of Isuka and thought dearly of her.
ハットを連れてきたのもイスカさんなんですよね。
そうだよ。ペットショップで見つけたんだけど、なんか元気なくてほっとけなくて連れて帰ってきたの。けどトビウオソウってペット禁止だったから。
You kept him outside to get used to the wild?
そういうこと。
I'm surprised you didn't get scolded for that.
どこだったかな。
Isuka started looking for something by her feet.
どうしたんですか？
あった。
She was looking at something and suddenly tore off one of the floorboards. Kotori was startled. She probably didn't think the floor in her room came apart so easily. Isuka stuck her arm into the hole and pulled out a gentleman-like doll wearing a tuxedo.
何ですかそれ？
Yes, please do tell.
この子はね、ハットマン男爵だよ。
So is that the backstory regarding the why Hat wears a hat?
ハットマン男爵？
僕が大事にしてた人形さ。ハットがつっつき回して壊しちゃったの。ほら。
She showed her the torn neck.
それでここに埋葬してたんだ。
Wow. A burial. Another time we had found a time capsule underneath the floor. Maybe there was other stuff around here too.
この子、昔っからいたずらっ子だったのね。
Pretty much.
ガーガ
Yeah, we talking about you. Hat happily flapped his wings around Kotori's feet, thinking that he was being praised. The silk hat that Hat wore perfectly matched the tuxedo on the doll.
もしかして。
Yeah.
ー。ハットがかぶってる帽子はもともと男爵のだったの。今日からあんたが男爵の身代わりよ。いいって言ったらガーガーって答えたから、試しにかぶせてみたらぴったり。
It had perfectly fit Hat's head.
それまではガーコって呼んでたんだけど、考えてみたらこの子男の子なんだよね。
I didn't know that little hat had so much history to it. Isuka leaned down and took a look at Hat's face. Hat, startled, tilted his head.
いっぱい可愛がってゲーまで仕込んだのに、僕のこと忘れちゃったみたい。
そうなの？ハット。
ガーガー。小鳥ちゃんには懐いてるみたいだね。やっぱり美少女だからかな。こいつ男の子だし。
Quit talking like you don't have any appeal yourself. What kind of tricks can he do?
死んだふりと反省のポーズと、あと荒ぶるアヒルのポーズ。
何それ？見たい見たい。
I'd like to see as well. I've never seen a duck that can do tricks before.
ハット、いい？行くよ。荒ぶるアヒルのポーズ。
And Hat's literally just like, you putting on a show? Isuka stood on one leg and spread her arms like a crane.
ほら、荒ぶりなさい。僕だけやってるとバカみたいでしょ。
I think that's what's going to happen. Hat just sat there, seemingly amazed.
ダメか。
Maybe he'll do it if you give him a treat. He does like to eat.
私取ってくる。
Kotori pushed her wheelchair into motion. Moments later.
キュリキュリ。
小鳥。
あまねちゃん、ハットがゲーするんだって知ってた？
ああ、荒ぶるアヒルのポーズか。あれはなかなか見事だぞ。
I guess they didn't really have smartphones back then.
やはりこれは何としてでもやらせないと。キュリーどこ行ったかな。イスカさんって素敵な人ね。面白いしちょっと変だけどいたずら好きの子供みたいなとこあって、想像してた通りの人だったわ。
そうか、君とイスカは気が合うだろうと思ってたよ。
ちになれそう。
ところでこれなんだけど。
これ
君からイスカに返してやってくれないか？荒ぶるアヒルのポーズだよ。こういうの覚えてない？
He probably doesn't want to do it. Yeah. Whoa, this is pretty hard. For some reason, I was doing the dancing duck pose to try and help Hat remember. But Hat just stood there. I wonder if he'll do it if Kotori asks him. And looked at me sympathetically. Maybe we should give up and try a different trick.
これが一番ダイナミックで迫力があるんだよ。
It's breaking my back. We heard the doorbell ring from the entrance. I gladly went to answer it. Hello.
すまん、遅くなった。
No, take a load off. We ain't doing nothing in particular. Tatsuya came in, slightly exhausted. Isuka had talked about taking a cab home, so I called Tatsuya just in case. I'm going to be late because of work, but I'll be there. Tatsuya had sounded pretty frantic on the phone. That had been a while after Agaha had gone home. It was time for Isuka to go too. It was getting late, and she looked a little worried. Finally, Tatsuya arrived.
五十嵐君。
悪い。仕事がどうしても抜けられなくて。
He's a busy man. Tatsuya was flustered after arriving late, but when he saw Isuka, he tried to act natural. I guess he was trying to maintain his composure. Tatsuya really must like Isuka. I'd never seen Tatsuya like this.
もう出られるか？
Isuka became shy. She looked like she was having trouble trying to figure out how to act around Tatsuya. Yeah, I suspect there's probably some type of love connection between these two. There's gotta be. They probably don't realize that it's written all over their faces how much they like each other.
じゃあ車回してくるから、門のところで待っててくれ。
He must have parked his car somewhere else. Tatsuya left to go outside again. Isuka tried to follow him, but...
待って待って。
Oh boy. Kotori quickly stumbled out of the dining room. She had a cucumber in one hand, and in the other... was Isuka's flight log.
これ返します。
Isuka took it from Kotori and started to flip through the pages. At first, her face showed signs of nostalgia, but then she started to quiver. And we'll see exactly why she was quivering on the next episode. I am driving y'all nuts with these cliffhangers, but you know what? You like them. At the end of the day, you like them. So with that, I want to thank everyone for watching this video this time around. If you like what you saw, maybe consider leaving a like. And if you'd like to see more and you haven't already, maybe consider subscribing. Until next time, happy mixing, everyone.